Hi folks, Jennifer here. Wanted to quickly walk you through how you're going to be using and accessing your calendars for the summer. So in the blast, if you scroll just above to another action item, you'll see information about the portal. Again, the portal is going to be the place where you can find everything that you need to. In particular, right now, we're thinking about your weekly schedules. So on the main page of the portal, you'll find the link to Achieve, Helms, and Roosevelt's week-by-week calendar. I'm not going to dig into each school's specific calendar, but I'm going to go ahead and click on Helms calendar so that we can just get an overview and a preview of the different types of things that you'll find on your calendar. So one thing to note is that the exact timing from day to day isn't necessarily precise yet until we determine the exact teaching schedules and the exact duty for different folks. And so you'll see on this first page a key of the different types of things that we'll have throughout the summer. From our red and blue sessions, which align to our student outcomes document, our DEI spaces, which happen a couple of times a week, MT time, flex time, and then time where the whole school comes together. In a past video that you can find on Slack, we dig into the unique nature of what's really happening during week 2. But the purpose of this video is to just talk about what an average week is going to look like for you. So this is week 3, the first week of teaching, the 17th to the 21st of June. And it represents a pretty normal week. Some of this stuff could change as we go throughout the summer. It will change. But for the most part, a couple of things are true. Teachers are teaching in the morning. When they're not teaching, they're learning, coaching, or prepping. And so that's in this morning space and time or in these afternoon spaces and times. You'll notice that we've tried to not do a ton of sessions in the morning. That way we're keeping your coaching time and their prep time, office hour time, really as open as possible. In the afternoons, you'll see sessions, specifically our DEI sessions, are always going to happen in the afternoon. 1, so that the whole school can be together, and 2, so that all of the staff can make sure that they are joining those different types of spaces. A couple of other things that happen every day. This morning staff huddle, and again, this exact timing will change potentially, is with your core members and staff. And so this calendar that you see here is staff facing. So it does not include any things that are unique to staff. For example, Thursday afternoon is when the instructional leaders and site directors come to the Oakland office to dig into the data. Or on Fridays, where the Facilitator Friday Fun, all of the facilitators head to the Oakland office, right? That's not something that you see during this time because this is a core member facing calendar. At the end of the day, we always close out together as core members and staff to make sure that we're sealing the day and that everyone is leaving the day feeling really clear on any logistics for the next day or whatnot. This morning of the day huddle is really just about quick hit logistics. End of the day closing is more about celebration and culture. Every week on Friday, the site director will lead, and other staff, depending on your school site, will lead closing out the week where we share really transparently what the data looks like from the week, where we're at in terms of student achievement and learning. And then as well as we all engage in a celebration so that we head into the week together. Weeks 3 and 4 are very similar. There's really not a ton of stuff that's different. You know, some stuff that's, shifted on day to day might look a little bit differently this week, but for the most part, this week is the same. The 28th, so week 4, is actually our midpoint for Institute. And so on the 27th, that Thursday, they'll take their mid-Institute survey. And so that step back on Friday is going to be a little bit more intense than the other weeks might have had it been. Week 5, definitely different because of the 4th of July holiday. And so you'll see that we've tried to pack a bit more into those 3 days to make sure that we don't get behind in our learning. Just like you all core members have no programming on the 4th or the 5th. Week 6 returns to that normal week, and this is the last week. And so students are engaging in their summative assessments at the elementary level. That means we're starting to do our DRA assessments again and closing out our school sites. Week 7, what you see here is for core members and for our special projects folks on staff. Your week 7 is going to involve some pretty in-depth reflection with myself and some of the other IMT at the Oakland office. And so as a reminder again, your last day of service with us is Tuesday, July 16th. And so you need to make sure that you're holding that. You will find out more information about what happens on those days during week 6, but right now all you need to know is to hold those days during week 7. If you have any questions about the calendar, feel free to Slack any of the IMT on the main channel. If you have a question, somebody else might also have it. But just encourage you to kind of dig in and look at things and ask questions where you have them. At the next conference, you will have information about what your week 2 based on your role specifically is going to look like. And then in the following week, you'll have support from your manager to make sure that you're building a strong and appropriate action plan for weeks 3 and beyond. Hope you have a lovely day. It's snowing here in Colorado. And so hopefully for our Colorado folks, you're staying warm, and Bay folks, the rain has stopped and maybe you're getting some sunshine. All righty. There we go. That's the end